Hey, ready to go?
Yep.
We're trying to bang these out. So, hi, I'm David Cinelli. I'm a real estate broker with Royal LePage Signature, and this is Stager's Corner. With me, I'm trying to be very proper today, so you notice, because with me, as always, my wife, lovely wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you throw something in there? Or is it just...
Oh God, she's all over me today. Okay, my lovely wife, Natalie Cinelli, who is co-owner of
Spaces Collective.
Right, and I don't know what I was going to say on that. Sorry, I don't mean and so the topic I'm going to say today is, we were talking a couple minutes ago, we're saying misconceptions, or maybe not misconceptions, maybe not a real word I'm thinking of. What is the word I'm looking for? Not maybe misconceptions when it comes to hiring a stager. And we're saying, well, there was a bunch of them we had, but what is the? So we're trying to narrow it down, because again, we could probably talk for half an hour when it comes to Natalie about misconceptions that either realtors or buyers have when hiring a stager. So at this point now, what would you say is your number one misconception most people have? And we'll just narrow it down to that one for today's topic.
Well, I think our biggest kind of trap right now is timelines. So ever since the start of COVID, our timeline has been anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks. So by the time you message us and say, hey, I have a project, we have not been able to accommodate something next week or immediate. And that's been probably for the past 2 years. So I think a combination of COVID and more experience and just getting older in the business is why that's happening. And obviously getting better in the business as well. But so the time...
She's just patting herself on the shoulder.
Well, it's just, we're busy. What do you want? So the timelines has been really, really tricky, where, understandably, maybe for a vacant 5-bedroom house, sellers understand that, okay, yes, you need some time and we need a lot of things in here, and this is a very big project. But a lot of the time, even for that same size house with all the furniture, it's the exact same amount of decor that comes in, and artwork and rugs and plants and all of those things. So even if it's a smaller project that just needs a light layer, sometimes it can be really challenging to even fit that in within a 3 to 4 week time period, if we're already kind of taken up, because it's a lot of inventory. We just can't get our hands on inventory as quickly as we used to be able to.
And I was taking a little back. We said a couple of our projects we had more recently, where we had just a vacant property. It was really small. I remember last year was the 2-bedroom. And it took about a truck load to get beds and stuff in there. We're oh, okay, but it was a whole van full of all the stuff. So she was just mentioning too, and they're you don't realize how much of that soft stuff really plays a factor into the staging. You just said before, that's what brings everything together. I remember having one client who walked in, he just saw the furniture, and he's I was paying you for staging. We're not even remotely down close to this. Exactly, the furniture was just delivered. And then once he saw all the stuff was coming in, the soft stuff, it brought everything together. He goes, oh, okay. I was getting a little worried. I'm leave it up to Natalie. She's good at what she does.
And I guess the other thing is even if it's soft stuff, we don't carry all that stuff in our accessory lockers. Our movers actually store and deliver our stuff for us. So when it comes to just small things, sometimes it's not, because we still have to get the movers scheduled to bring those things over. Things like artwork, rugs, fake plants.
Candles.
No, candles are dark.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So many of those accessory items are with the movers, and we can't just go and get them and bring them along in our cars, because we don't have the space to do it. So then I guess we're talking more of a pricing conversation too, where it's you get some pushback and say, oh, but it's only decor. But it is some decor, but then you also have to pay for movers, you also have to pay for installation, you also have to pay for
time. You're paying for a lot of the time.
An assistant to come destage the property once it's done, movers to then come back a second time. So there's a lot that goes into it. Other than just bringing a couple things in and making it look pretty.
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what your number 2 topic is, if we have one. Let's see. All right, guys. So if they want to get in touch with you, what's the best way?
You can shoot us a DM at spaces.collective on Instagram, or through our website at spacescollective.ca. We have a contact form there if you've got a project you want to let us have a look at.
And you know how to get in touch with me, or just I might put a graphic on here. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed Stagers Corner this week, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.